Welcome to miniOrange. miniOrange provides single sign-on solutions for Confluence, and as we know, that is the best SAML SSO solution available in the market. In this video, we will be going through the Confluence SAML SSO plugin's Global SSO Settings feature. Let's get started. You can set up the Confluence SAML plugin by watching our end-to-end setup video. The link is in the description. In the miniOrange SAML single sign-on plugin, you can see that we have configured single IDP. By default, the Confluence login page would look like this, with SSO button. In the plugin, navigate to Global SSO Settings. The Global SSO Settings lets you configure how your users and administrators log in using SSO. You can enable or disable the SSO for your Confluence users by using Enable SSO for Confluence Server option. This button is enabled by default. Disable this button and save the changes. In the Confluence login page, you can see that the SSO button is hidden. Allow users to change password allows the end users to change their Confluence application's password. This option is also enabled by default. Go to the Confluence login page, and you can see Forgot Your Password link, using which you can reset your password. You can also navigate to your profile, and go to Settings. Here you can see Password Settings, where you can change your current password. Let's go back to the plugin, and disable this option and save the changes. In Confluence login page, you can see, Forgot Your Password link is gone. Now, in the Profile Settings tab, the user will not be able to change the password. Auto-activate users on SSO option will activate the disabled user on successful SSO authentication. This option is disabled by default. Let's see how it works. Here we will enable the SSO for Confluence users. In the User Management tab, you can see that this user is disabled. Let's see what happens when this user logins through SSO. Enter the user credentials. The user is not allowed to log in, and an error is shown saying, SAML single sign-on failed. Now let's enable this button in the plugin and save the changes. In the Confluence login page, try to log in using SSO again. Enter the user's credentials. Now you can see that the deactivated user is activated successfully, and logged into Confluence without any error. Let's check the User Management tab using Admin Access. You can see that the user is now active. Restrict Access to Plugin APIs feature allows you to restrict access of the plugin's APIs in the scope of the Confluence application instance. It is disabled by default, which means that the plugin APIs will be accessible from outside the plugin. Enable it to restrict the plugin API's access outside the plugin. Restrict Duplicate SAML Assertion feature allows you to restrict duplicate SAML assertion. If you enable this, then the SAML messages with duplicate assertion ID will be blocked by the app. This helps in increasing the security by preventing SAML replay attacks. This was all about the Global SSO Settings feature of our Confluence SAML plugin. To understand more about the Global SSO Settings feature for your Confluence instance, raise the ticket with us with a link in the description. miniOrange provides best single sign-on solutions. Thanks for watching.